Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Ty, and if you are willing to stick around to see how I got this beautiful smoky cut crease, just stay tuned. I have started off by priming my lids with the NYX HD eyeshadow primer. I like to work one eye at a time just because it's actually pretty thick. And if it looks like I'm rubbing super hard on my eyes, I'm not. I just have extra eye meat. Next up, I'll be using the Kat Von D Lock-It translucent powder to set my eye. I love using the IT Cosmetics blending brush for any light layers of powder. I've tried it to apply my eyeshadow and I can't say I enjoy it for that. I have my favorite brush, the MAC 224 brush for that, but that is really good for blending out edges and such, which I will show you soon. So I'm going in with the Naked Smoky palette. I'll be using the colors Password and Combust, I believe that is. Mixing them both. As I apply this eyeshadow, it may look a little bit on the ashy side, but that's kind of what I'm going for. It's going to help to lay a solid transition color for the gray that I'm going to be using. So I'm just taking my time building that up with my MAC 224 brush. Again, like I said, that is my absolute favorite. I hear Morphe and Sigma have brushes that are comparable to that one, and if you know what it is, leave it down below. I've done a lot of research on YouTube for them and I always end up forgetting, so if you could just let me know down below. So now I'm just going through and showing you which colors I'm getting ready to blend now, so I can start to get that smoke going. Still blending, building and blending, going in with those same two colors. Now I am going in with the black, still in the Urban Decay Naked Smoky palette. It is Black Market. And right now I'm just going in to define everywhere I'm getting ready to lay that cut crease. I'm focusing mostly on the inner corners because the contrast between that black and the white on the lid is going to be booming. It's going to make it pop. It's going to emphasize it a little bit more, draw more attention to it, make it more vibrant, more noticeable. And it's just a small tapered blending brush from MAC. Alright, now I'm going to go in with the Maybeline Color Tattoo in 05. And I'm also going to go in with the Makeup Forever Aqua Seal. Honestly, y'all, that was probably one of the worst decisions I could have done. The Aqua Seal did absolutely nothing as far as lubricating and loosening up the Maybeline color tattoo. I don't think it's any fault of either of the products. I think personally, I think that I didn't have what I needed. If you have a creamy white base, just use that. I didn't have a creamy white base, and then I didn't realize I had the NYX Jumbo pencil until 45 minutes into doing my makeup. So just to make it easier on you, don't use that. I would have been better off just adding lotion to the color tattoo, because the way it worked, the way it picked up, it was a struggle. I cut out most of it so y'all didn't have to see me struggle, but As you can see, it was just going on thick in places, and then it would go on sheer. And yeah, I'm just gonna let y'all watch this because it might not actually be as bad on camera. This is me recognizing the struggle right now, realizing that I'm not able to get that corner as crisp as I would like. It's gonna get real, you guys. Just stay tuned. This is also where I realized I was starting to run into a little bit of trouble with my extra eye meat that I was telling y'all about. So I had to pick that baby up, smooth it right on out. Got to do what you got to do to get the look, honey. Do what you got to do. I'm sure it'll be a little bit easier for you guys, but this is my personal struggle. So here I am realizing that I finally have the NYX Jumbo Pencil, but I honestly didn't think it would work. But what I decided to do, if you guys do not have a white base, I layered on the NYX Jumbo Pencil super thick, so it was almost like a cream already on my eyes. And I just went in with the flat synthetic concealer brush and just smoothed and stretched it out as much as I could. Because like I said, all I needed was a nice white, smooth, creamy eyeshadow base, and this part would have been completed by now. But when you don't have, you gotta get creative. Going in on the other side. I actually ended up liking this eye better. I don't know if you all can tell, but I kind of have like this Cruella de Vil arch going on with that the white part there. I was like, man, that curve is kind of sexy right there. Go ahead, girl. So now this is me going back in with the gray shade in the Naked Smoky palette, just smoothing it out on the outside, blending it, building the color so that it's a nice smooth transition from the gray to the white. Building up that color. Now I'm going in with one of my favorite palettes, the Kat Von D Metals Matte. She actually just came out with a smaller version with just the more neutral mattes and metals, and though I love the one she just came out with, this one is so much better in my opinion. So I'm going in with the color Linen, which is the white color in the palette. I'm going to pack that all over the lid. That's where I got my white color from, clearly. And I'm going in with a doe foot applicator brush. I actually just discovered how to use this brush. I got it in a Coastal Scents pack back when I first started learning how to do makeup, and I did a little bit of freelancing for a while. And literally probably like a month ago, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try this. It looks dense enough. I'm going to pack some color on there. And sure enough, man, I was like, wow, it was nice and blended. Like I couldn't be upset. Like, look at that color payoff between the brush use and the product itself. I was just in awe. It's beautiful white. So all I'm doing right now is adding, taking away, adding, taking away. I'm going to go back in with that gray from the Urban Decay palette, and then I'm going to go in with the black from the Urban Decay palette as well, just to add a little bit more depth and allow it to blend a little bit more into itself. If you keep seeing me looking back, my children were back there or in the living room with me, just having a ball. Paw Patrol, Turn Up. And I'm going back with that IT Cosmetics brush. Again, like I said, I'm not a huge fan with depositing product, but man, when you need something to fade, when you need something to blend, that is my go-to clean brush that I use. And I just love it. So I'm going in with that black shade again, and a little bit of depth to the outside. When I get serious, I bite my lip, y'all. Don't pay me no attention. All right. So now I'm just going in with a white eyeliner. Something else that I don't have. If I don't have a white base, I don't have a white eyeliner. So fun. So I use the white eyeliner, pencil liner, kind of as a base, as my primer, if you will, as my outline. So when I did find whatever I wanted to use, I would be able to just toss it on. Now, in this particular case, I went ahead and tried to fast forward through my makeup, and all this information will be in the description bar. So this is what we got so far. At some point, my camera just died on me, so I'm just showing you what we got. So I'm going back in with the NYX HD primer. I'm going to go over my liner once again, because again, I don't have a liner. So I went over the liner with the primer, and then I'm going to use the linen color from the Kat Von D palette, the white shade, and go over the liner. You just got to do what you got to do, man. Resiliency. Sometimes when you don't have, you got to create. Don't take no for an answer. So that was actually a small lip brush, but because it was soft and fluffy and had the angle that I like, I decided to use that to pat on the eyeshadow. And I feel it was pretty dense as well. Oh, and that's a Coastal Scents brush. Believe it or not, a lot of my favorite brushes are Coastal Scents. I bought a set of Morphe brushes, and they were nice, but I usually use it for my makeup kit when I do a little bit of freelancing on the side, and they were okay. But I would like a set to use on my own for myself, just so I can get a better idea of how this stuff works. But at this point, I'm just wiping off any of the excess fallout because I packed that shadow on there thick, honey. And this is what we have thus far. Now we are going in with the Kat Von D liquid lipstick in Wolf. It's one of her fairly newer lipsticks she added to her Everlasting collection, and I freaking love it, man. Those who don't know me, I actually prefer crazy colors like the gray, the bright reds, the blue. Blue lipstick is my absolute favorite. Kat Von D Echo is my absolute favorite lipstick of all time. Right now, a close second is the Sephora Collection Forest Green. And I prefer color lipstick over nudes any day. So I'm going in with that color Wolf as my inner liner to kind of create a transition from dark to light. So it's like a reverse liner cut crease thing. If anybody knows what the name of this look is, let me know, because I mean, you have the halo eye, also the sandwich eye, you have the cut crease clearly, but what is this reverse inner liner situation called? I just love it. Let me know in the comments below. So with working with this, I had to work in short strokes, and in those short strokes I was kind of patting it a little bit as well, because it's a liquid lipstick, and if I rub too hard with my brush, it would start to space out. So I needed to use a solid combination of force and being gentle to make sure that the color stayed opaque. I have no idea what I was listening to, but I promise you I was getting down this entire tutorial. So now I'm going in with a black liner. This is from Mally Cosmetics. I actually really enjoy using it. It's so smooth and creamy. I like to use it as my base for my smoky eyes as well. So after that, I'm just going in with the black eyeshadow from, once again, Urban Decay. Later on, I realized that it was a little too dark for what I was going for. I'm going for smoke, not jet black Halloween kind of thing. So I went in with a skin tone eyeshadow. And I actually believe I got it out of the Kat Von D palette. I believe it's Satin. And just kind of rubbed it, blew it out, smoothed it out so it blends in a little bit more with all the gray. Boom. So now that I have both eyebrows done, I'm just gonna fill in some sparse areas with my Smashbox Brow Tech. I actually really love the natural brow look. I'm so glad that's coming back. Like, I'm not opposed to the Instagram brow, but my eyebrows are naturally so sparse that if I fill them in too much, it's just not very becoming of me, in my opinion. It doesn't look like me. I feel like I have very pronounced features, and if I run through with the thick black eyebrows, honey, I'm looking mad all day. Oh, so this is me shocked that I just realized that I had the Anastasia palette and I could have used that as my white base, but after further investigation, I'm actually pretty glad I did not. Though the lipsticks are matte or creamy matte, it did not want to set. So as I do this lip, you'll see me struggle. Her lipsticks are very opaque, very beautiful, very creamy, very pronounced. But when it came to me wanting to ensure that it wouldn't move, bad news bears. So this is me just taking the white liner that I use for my eyes And I'm outlining or using it as a base for what I wanted to do with my lips. I was kind of going for an hourglass reverse smoky deal with kind of to reflect my eyes. And it kind of worked out. So I'm going in with Wolf. A lot of this is going to get cut out because you see that mirror right there? Oh, it was hogging all the FaceTime. Like, you couldn't see anything. So, yep, this is me realizing that I'm blocking y'all out. Just filling it in. And then after this, I go in with the white from the Anastasia palette and attempt to set it with the Kat Von D setting powder. So there it is. That white is so beautiful, so bright. You can see the contrast of the white versus my actual lint pencil, and it's so nice. But like I said, at the end of the day, it was a cream, and it didn't dry down, or at least it didn't dry down as quickly as I would have liked it to. But from what I've played with the palette, it doesn't dry down. It gives you a matte appearance, but it's creamy. So this is me creating that ombre between the lip and between the gray and the white. And then pretty soon I'll pop up with the finished look. See you later. Thanks for watching. All right, everybody, this is the finished look. I added mascara, lashes. I believe these are the Center of Attention lashes by Tarte. Threw on a little shirt, which you can't see, but this is it. Okay, I tried to do the whole ombre in the middle along with my eyes, but it didn't come out quite as nice as I wanted it to, but you know, whatever. This is my first time doing this tutorial and I think I looks good. But if it seems like I'm looking all kinds of crazy, the viewfinder's right there. But thank you so much for sticking around and watching my tutorial. Please share, like, subscribe, all of the above, and be good, be smart, be safe. Until next time, see you later.